It's Pacific Water Queens versus Taguig City Lady Generals on the Cayetano WNBL 2021 season, ang tunay na liga.
Good day, everybody, and welcome to the Cayetano WNBL Season 2021. And it is another day of women's basketball action as we have two teams, the Pacific Water Queens going up against the Taguig Lady Generals this day. And it's going to be an exciting game for us this morning. And my name is Andre. I'll be here with you guys for this game. And will it be a glowing retaliation, or is it another dominating performance once again by these teams, as we see the team standings for the WNBL? The Parañaque Lady Aces on top of the standings at 5-0, while the Pacific Water Queens at 1-5. But they're going up against the Taguig City Lady Generals, who are at 500 at 2-2. So both of these teams trying to go up the standings. Pacific Water Queens trying to cut their skid, and Taguig Lady Generals trying to get into that top 3. And of course, in their previous encounter, let's talk about the last game between these two guys. Is the Taguig Lady Generals just beat the Pacific Water Queens by a lot. 18 points, 60 to 42. Field goal percentage, 37 compared to 26. They had 4 assists, 25 assists to 13 assists. But of course, they were lifted by their bench. 16 bench points compared to 6. And we're talking about Kapilit, who's been leading their team so far. She's ready, she's aiming, and she's firing, as in that last game versus the Pacific Water Queens. She had 18 points, 3 assists, and of course in their last game against the Glutagens Glow Boosters, she also had 14 points and 4 rebounds. So one of these steady sources of offense for the Taguig City Lady Generals. And of course, we're going to be talking about, for the Pacific Water Queens, Snow Peñaranda, of course, a very consistent scorer for their team. Double-double machine. In their last game, she had 17 points and 11 rebounds. And we're just about ready to start this ball game. So let's turn it over to our court announcer for our starting lineups.
First, the Cayetano WNBL Season 2021. Ang tunay na liga ng atletang Pilipina, Lady Generals versus Water Queens. This is history for women's basketball. Here are the starters. First, for Taguig City Lady Generals. From the guard line, number 3, Lorraine Kapilit. Also at guard, number 7, Janet Season. Forward, number 11, Fiona Gonato. At the other forward, number 33, Erica Hortaleza. And at center, number 19, Carla Manuel. The Lady Generals is led by Mixon Ramos. And here's the starting 5 for Pacific Water Queens. Starting at forward, number 6, Christine Cortizano. At the other forward, number 21, Shelene Bilbao. Playing center, number 19, Cara Buendia. Starting at guard, number 15, Elisa Adriano. And at point guard, number 8, Jolina Go. Pacific Water Queens head coach is Paulo Pagkalinawan. Referees for this ball game are Martinez Calambre.
And our starting lineups for the Pacific Water Queens: Go, Adriano, Buendia, Bilbao, and Cortinazo. For the Lady Generals, you have Kapilit, Sioson, Manuel, Gonato, and Hortaleza. Those are our starting lineups for both teams as we're set for tip-off here at the Cayetano WNBL Season 2021, our first season of women's professional basketball, as both of these teams are looking to come away with this weekend with a win. As first possession goes to the Pacific Water Queens. Bilbao handling the basketball, gets it to Cortinazo. Go, being hounded by Gonato. Splits the defender, ball gets tapped away from behind. Lady Generals get the stop. Gonato handling it. Finds Kapilit. Lady Generals swinging the ball around. Driving inside. First 2 points is good for the Lady Generals. Season puts him on the board. Water Queens with the basketball now. They're at 1-5. Looking to get into the win column after losing their last game. Buendia, crossing over. Spins. Nice move. Lefty hook shot. Doesn't go. Lady General secure the rebound. Kapilit with the basketball. Hands it off to Gonato. Season to the post. Lady Generals forcing the issue. Gets the ball back. Still no go. Pacific Water Queens running down court. Lady Generals recover. Adriano shoots the three. Too strong. Rebound by the Lady Generals. 1-on-1 fast break. Let's see. Lady Generals finds Kapilit. Kapilit open for three. Swings it. Season gets fouled.
Number 6, Cayetano. That's her first. One on Pacific Water Queens. Shot clock at 14 seconds.
14 seconds on the shot clock for the Lady Generals. No look pass inside. Beautiful pass. Just couldn't complete the shot. It's a wasted opportunity for Taguig. Water Queens breaking the ball down. Still no points on the board. Cortinazo forcing the issue. Multiple hesitation moves. Forces the jump shot. Misses. Gets the ball back. Tries to pass it to Go. But Kapilit was there to tap the ball away. Season driving inside. Trying to draw that foul. No call by the referee. The Gig will have possession. Baseline inbound. Kapilit to Gonato. Swinging the ball around. Season to Kapilit. Kapilit asking for that screen. Ball gets tangled up. Go with good defense on Kapilit. Forces the jump ball. Referees setting up our jump ball. Kapilit against Go. Ball goes to Taguig. Taguig tries to drive inside, gets trapped. Kapilit has it. Kapilit, two-step. Foul is called on the Water Queens. Kapilit now at the line. General still with just 2 points. Almost 3 minutes have passed here in the first quarter. Hits the first one. Second free throw for Lorraine Kapilit. In and out. Ball goes to the Water Queens. Get the ball down court. 14 seconds on the shot clock for the Pacific Water Queens. Go handling it. Being hounded by Kapilit. Go trying to split the defense. 3-on-1. Pacific Water Queens loses it. Buendia gets it to Go. And that is a shot clock violation against the Pacific Water Queens. So the Water Queens still no points on the board as Kapilit again with the basketball for the Lady Generals. Taguig handling the basketball. Thought about it, passes it inside. Water Queens force a steal, but Taguig gets it back. Gonato, open three. Lines it up. Too strong. Rebound. Still with Taguig. Taguig trying to force the putback. The Water Queens get the stop. Cortinazo forcing the issue. Gonato is there to steal the ball. Bodies on the floor. Goes to Go. Long 2-point shot by Go. No. Taguig has numbers. 3-on-1 fast break. Nice pass to Gonato. Gonato with a fake and she gets fouled. That is a foul on Go as we have substitutions coming in the floor. Bilbao comes out of the ball game. Tyler comes in. Gonato handling it. Gonato, 2-point shot. Ball bounces around the ring, no go. Season gets the ball back. What a floater by Kapilit, almost got it to go. Gonato again. Gonato asking for a screen. 4 seconds on the shot clock. Nice drop pass inside by Taguig. They convert. Pacific Water Queens, Cortinazo puts the ball up. Couldn't find anybody to pass the ball to. Almost loses it. Tyler gets it. Back to Cortinazo. Go. Lines up the 3. Short. Rebound by Gonato. Gonato gets it. Finds Kapilit. Generals bring the ball down. Finds Gonato again. Gonato driving right, sidesteps, falls down, nowhere to go. But ball still with Taguig. Taguig regains possession. Season thought about the 3, shoots the 3. That is good for Season. And that is a quick 8-0 run by the Taguig Lady Generals as the Pacific Water Queens. Still no points on the board after that long 3-pointer by Janet Season. We'll be back. This is the WNBL. Back to the ball game, as in their last game, the Lady Generals lost by guerrilla warfare against the Glutagens Glow Boosters, 59-65, close game, but it was a back and forth game that they just came up a bit short. Water Queens still trying to find a way to score. Tyler trying to post up, kicks it out to Go. Go driving left. Spins, forces the issue, finally puts the Water Queens on the board. Taguig passing the ball around. So both teams having trouble scoring to start this ball game. Very low scoring game. Season tries to line up another one. That is short. Water Queens get the rebound. Finds Go. Go to Buendia. Buendia, strong drive inside. Just couldn't complete the layup. Ball's with the Lady Generals. Go on a fast break. Nobody there. Easy layup for the Lady Generals. The Water Queens now trying to answer. Go. Steps back for 3. No. Cortinazo gets the basket plus the foul. Will go to the free throw line. Cortizano with that and 1 bucket. Battling for that loose ball as she lands on a Lady Generals player. Gets called, the foul is called, and she will get a bonus free throw. Cortizano doesn't complete the 3-point play, but tries to get the ball back, does so. Kicks the ball out to Buendia. Buendia forcing the issue again. Loses the basketball. Ball being passed around. Lady Generals up by 6. Swinging the ball around. Positos to the corner. Long 3. Doesn't go. Rebound by Tyler. The Queens now with the basketball, lose it. Let's see what'll happen. Referees call a jump ball as the Water Queens having trouble just bringing the ball down against the defense of the Lady Generals. Jump ball center court for both teams. Ball goes to the Lady Generals. Positos handling it. Cross-court pass. Swings it around. Three-point shot by the Lady Generals. Almost gets it to go. Positos grabs the offensive rebound. To the middle. Drive inside. Floater. That doesn't go. Positos again with the offensive rebound. Just couldn't get the putback to go. Cortizano gets the ball stolen away. Good defense by the Lady Generals. Just couldn't handle the basketball. The Pacific Water Queens get the ball back. Drive inside by Go. Nice layup. Too strong off the backboard. They get the ball back. Again, they try to get it Thaler inside. Thaler using her size inside. Couldn't get it to go. Positos gets it. Fast break. No. Again, Pacific Water Queens trying to force the issue. Draws air. Ball will go back to the Lady Generals. As we have a timeout called, as there's a cut that needs to be taken care of. Ball is with the Lady Generals. Chan brings the ball into Positos. Water Queens trying to cut into this lead. 6 turnovers so far for the Pacific Water Queens, 3 for the Lady Generals. Positos swings it. Open 3. Short. Rebound. Gets tapped back to the Lady Generals. Positos inside. Drive inside. 5 seconds of shot clock. Still short, so both teams having trouble scoring, and that is a loose ball foul on the Generals. Water Queens being hounded by the full court press of the Lady Generals. Get the ball down court. Go again. Go using the screen. Finds Bilbao. Bilbao gets the ball just taken from her. Fast break by Taguig. No, too strong. Rebound. And that ball will go to the Pacific Water Queens. Drive inside. Cortizano handling it. That shot, no, by the Pacific Water Queens. So there's the lid on the bucket, and that is a fast break opportunity that was stopped by the Pacific Water Queens as Taguig had numbers. So that is, oh, it's not a turnover. Referees are saying it was a double dribble violation against the Taguig Lady General. So the Water Queens get a stop. Ball will stay with the Pacific Water Queens. Cortizano inside, floater. Yes, finally for the Pacific Water Queens. Go gets 2 points on the board. 10-6, 5 seconds on the clock here in the first quarter. Last shot time. Let's see if Taguig recognizes it. No time left. Throws up the three. No go. And that is it for our first quarter as the Taguig Lady Generals have a 4-point lead against the Pacific Water Queens. 10-6 after our first 10 minutes of the ball game as Jolina Go finding a way to give some points for their team. We'll be back in a bit as the Lady Generals take a 4-point lead into the second quarter. As we see a drop in performance for Jolina Go as in their game against the Globe Boosters, she had 27 and 5, but against the Lady Aces, she only had 8 and 0 rebounds. So a big drop for Jolina Go, but she's on a good track right now in this game as she has 4 points out of the 6 for her team at the start of the second quarter. So very low scoring game we have here for you guys. Both teams still scrambling to find some offense. Positos bring the ball down. Inside. Taguig forcing the issue. No. Rebound by the Pacific Water Queens. Go bringing the ball down against Positos. Go gets the ball back. Drives right. Splits the D. Shoots the layup. Referees are saying it's on the floor. That is a foul on Positos. Go gets the ball back, finds some space, drives, and draws the foul. We'll go to the free throw line. Positos again gets called for the foul as Go found a way to draw that foul. First free throw for Go. Too strong. Positos goes out of the ball game. Second free throw is good for Jolina Go. Taguig getting hounded. Good defense by Go, but Taguig gets the ball back. Cross-court pass to the corner. Three. In and out for Taguig. That was halfway in. The Water Queens trying to cut into this lead. Drive inside. Sebastian. No. Rebound. Will stay with the Pacific Water Queens. Alba drives, shoots that floater, too strong. Battle for the rebound, goes to Taguig. Taguig has numbers. Chan pulls it back, finds her teammate in the middle. Foul is called on the Pacific Water Queens. As we have a timeout called on the floor, as the Generals look to talk it over as they're up by 3, 10-7, 8:34 remaining in the second quarter. Back to the ball game as we see shots of the players and referee cell phones as our organizing committee. They collect it for a fair game just to make sure no tampering is involved. So the Taguig Generals, nice play, just couldn't complete the shot. Battle for the loose ball. Goes to the Pacific Water Queens, and that is a strong tug on the basketball as both of them fell down, but the referees called jump ball. As Felisarta, set to tap the ball. That will go to the Pacific Water Queens. Tries to get it to go. Gets stolen by Taguig. Season thought about the three. Cross-court pass inside Taguig. Passing the ball around. Floater. No. Rebound by the Water Queens. Gets hounded. Ball goes straight to the hands of a Generals player. Bacaro with her second field goal of the ball game. The Water Queens lose the basketball, but Taguig couldn't handle it. That will go back to the Pacific Water Queens. And as we see that great anticipation by Bacaro, steals the basketball, and Taguig just couldn't handle it. Sebastian thought about it, uses the screen. Sebastian finds some space, drives inside, draws the foul. Sebastian makes the second free throw. 12-8, that is our score here in the second quarter. 7:36 remaining here in our ball game. Bacaro to the corner, inside. Taguig couldn't handle it. They get the ball back. Ventura, crossover by Ventura. Finds Bacaro, shoots that free throw line jumper. Too strong, rebound. Goes to the Pacific Water Queens. Finds Sebastian. Sebastian drives again, tries again. Forces the issue. That misses. Ventura, bring the ball down all the way. Nice drop pass to Bacaro. Bacaro gets a shot to go. Sebastian has it. Water Queens bringing the ball down. 14-8 here in the second quarter. Balasta has it. Crossing over, trying to find an open space. Shoots at three, too strong. Rebound by Taguig. One and done for the Pacific Water Queens. Bacaro swinging the ball around. Open three for Taguig. That is good. Ventura knocks down the three. 17-8. Bilbao to Balasta. Balasta, nobody there guarding her. Easy layup for Balasta. Ventura now, bring the ball down. 7-point ball game. Taguig leads it after that big three. Nice steal, couldn't handle it. Taguig gets the basketball back. Bacaro, fake. Drives inside, kicks it out to Ventura. Season inside. Generals get trapped. Nice cut inside by the Jets. Couldn't complete the shot. Rebound goes to Go. Go running down court. Hesitation. Drives left. Tries to draw the foul. Gets a shot to go in. Nice shot by Jolina Go. So the Water Queens striking back with 2 field goals of their own. So we see that easy layup by Balasta, avoiding the defender in time. And Go taking the contact, flipping the ball up and in for the Pacific Water Queens. As the Water Queens are now down by just 5. Bacaro gets subbed after playing very well in her minutes on the floor. Halfway point of the second quarter, 5:10 remaining. Kapilit swings it to Season. Inside. Generals get trapped. Ventura, cross court to Kapilit. Kapilit thought about it, drives left, shoots that shot, too strong. Rebound goes to the Water Queens. Balasta passes too strong. Kapilit tried to steal it. Ball gets tapped away. Will stay with the Pacific Water Queens. Ball gets stolen away by Taguig. Kapilit gets the basketball. Kapilit, easiest shot of the ball game, puts 2 points on the board. Pacific Water Queens having a tough time just bringing the ball down against the defense of Taguig as Taguig comes away with another steal. The Water Queens, though, battle for the loose ball. And we have a jump ball call by our referee. So our third jump of the ball game as Kapilit runs down court, gets a basketball, gathers himself for an easy 2-point shot. As Cortizano going up for the jump ball, gets the ball. 3-point shot by Buendia, too strong. Rebound by Ventura. Ventura gets it to Season. Kapilit has it. Season has the basketball. Ball swinging the ball. As Taguig couldn't handle it, that was almost a turnover. Muntinlupa gets the ball. Balasta, Cortizano. Inside. Reverse layup doesn't go by Buendia as Taguig gets the ball back with 3:35 remaining in the first quarter. 90-12. Generals lead by 7. No look pass. Kapilit inside. Ventura back to Kapilit. Kapilit, nice move. Floater doesn't go. Rebound by Buendia. Cortizano bring the ball down. Alba has it. Alba finds some space. Shoots that floater, too strong. Rebound by Taguig. Ventura again, bring the ball down. Nice steal by Buendia. Nice anticipation. Cortizano. Balasta gets double team. Couldn't handle the basketball. Taguig gets the ball back. Three-point shot. Taguig. No go. Too strong. Batter for the loose ball. That was 2 Pacific Water Queens players tapping the basketball. We'll go back to the Lady Generals. Ball goes back to the Water Queens with 2:25 remaining here in the second quarter. 19-12. Cortizano using the Buendia screen, forcing the issue. Gets it to Alba. Alba, cross-court pass. Go attacks. Go gets the ball stripped away. Will stay with the Pacific Water Queens. And we have a timeout called on the floor as the Pacific Water Queens will have possession when we come back. Score is 19-12. As we have a message from our Executive Vice President, Rose Montreal. She says the WNBL will strengthen its presence by providing more platform for women ballers in the country by introducing our very own developmental league where college teams can be back and can join, as the WNBL D-League will be coming soon. So that is something for you guys to be excited about. 4.9 on the shot clock. 3-point shot doesn't go for the Pacific Water Queens. Lady Generals lead it by 7. Last 2 minutes of the second quarter. Ball being passed around. Nice bullet pass inside. Gets anticipated by Alba. Alba gets it to Cortizano. Cortizano gets pushed. And that is 2 shots for Cortizano. Cortizano, second free throw rolls in, so 19-13, 1 out of 2 at the line for Cortizano. 1:35 remaining in the second quarter. Positos passing the ball around. Again, open 3 by Taguig, no go. Positos grabs the offensive rebound. Kapilit, smallest person on the court, gets that floater to go in. Ball gets tapped away. Water Queens trying to find an open man, and that is a turnover again on the Pacific Water Queens. So unforced error. As you see this floater by the Taguig Lady Generals. Positos gets it to Kapilit, who shoots an easy shot inside. And we have a foul called on the floor as it's against the Lady Generals. 1:07 remaining here in the first half. Lady Generals against the Pacific Water Queens. Go handling the basketball. Go finds Buendia. Buendia double spin, gets trapped. Positos gets it. And Buendia gets caught. Jump ball. Tip goes to the Pacific Water Queens. Go has it. Go drives, finds some space. Easy layup for Jolina Go.
Jolina Go.
Generals now with the basketball. Kapilit. They lead by 6. 25 seconds remaining here in the first half. Nice shot. Just couldn't get it to go. Alba has it. Alba. Cortizano gets trapped in the corner. Ball gets stolen away from her. Kapilit now with it. 7 seconds on the clock. Positos just breaks down the defense. Couldn't shoot that shot. Reverse layup. Still doesn't go. Go gets it. And that is it for the first half as the Pacific Water Queens trail the Taguig City Lady Generals by 6 points. All around scoring for the Lady Generals in this quarter as we see Ventura hitting a couple of 3-pointers. They had a few of those in the second, but Pacific Water Queens still in this game, just down by 6 at the half. We'll be back. This is the Pia Cayetano WNBL Season 2021.
minutes left in the first half. Oh! Claro! Step back three! Claro ang 3 points ni Claro. Oriani. Shot clock is down to 9. They dump it inside to Lim. Turn around. Lim. Money for Aliana Lim. They really have to push Aliana Lim away from her sweet spot.
Gula inside, and she scores. JP Gula with the layup.
Lim, quickly. Angeles, success! And that buzzer beater by Jaren Angeles. Look at this, Aliana making Jaren Angeles look good with that assist. Here's the stop. But a poor pass! Oh, what a poor pass! And they paid dearly for it. Kainglet scoring off that turnover.
And we are back with our halftime score at 21-15 in favor of the Lady Generals as they are up by 6 against the Pacific Water Queens. And again, is it a comeback for the Pacific Water Queens, or will the Generals take the lead until the end of the game? As we see some first half highlights as Jolina Go leads the Pacific Water Queens in scoring, while the Taguig Generals, Lady Generals, get a lot of scoring from a lot of different people. That was Bacaro with that easy layup ending the first 10-6, and in that second quarter it was a bit more scoring from both teams as Ventura drains a three-pointer from the corner, and Pacific Water Queens come away with an easy shot by Balasta on that layup, avoiding the defender. But again, Positos finds Kapilit. Kapilit hits that short floater, but Go, trying to lead her team in scoring, gets that easy layup. And again, halftime stats, 9 of 37 for the Lady Generals, 6 of 26 for the Pacific Water Queens, so low shooting percentages for both teams. Tied with rebounds, more turnovers for the Taguig City Generals, but they have more fast break points, which is the difference so far in the game, 11-1. Leading scorers, Go with 9, Cortizano with 3, Balasa with 2, Sebastian with 1 for Pacific Water, Bacaro with 6, Kapilit with 5, Sison with 5, and Ventura with 3 for the Lady Generals, as we have the first possession of the third quarter, which will go to the Taguig City Lady Generals. Sison to Kapilit. Gonato now to the corner. Donato, attack in the middle, shoots that floater, too strong, rebound goes to Alba. Alba couldn't find anybody to pass the ball to, jumps in the air, got lost. Donato gets the ball back. Kapilit shoots that short shot, and that is an offensive foul on the Lady Generals as Go gets hit. Go set the inbound. Cortizano has it. Cortizano uses the screen of Buendia. Cortizano forcing the issue, loses the basketball. Will go to the Pacific Water, the Taguig Lady Generals. Ball being brought down. Lady Generals trying to play a bit faster here in the second half. Buendia almost the steal. Minute gone by, Pacific Water Queens get the steal. Go, handling it, being guarded by Kapilit. Go, forcing the issue, shoots that floater. No go, rebound goes to Pacific Water Queens. Buendia has it. Cortizano again, attacking. Fade away. No, too strong. Rebound. Still with the Water Queens. Inside, Cortizano again loses the basketball once again. That is a traveling call on Taguig. Buendia crossing over. Doesn't see the defender behind her. Ball gets stolen away. Jump ball again. Jump ball between the Generals and the Water Queens. Cortizano gets it. Finds Go. Go. Tries to step back. Tries to draw the foul. No call by the referee. Ball will go to the Lady Generals. So no scoring yet from both teams to start the third quarter. 2 minutes have gone by. As finally the Generals break that cold streak. Get that back shot to go. Inside drive by Buendia. No. Ball will stay with the Water Queens. As we see that easy shot by Manuel. Banks it home. Go has it. Drives baseline. Floater. Just hits the backboard. Batter for the loose ball, and we have another jump ball by Jolina Go and Gonato. Ball is with the Lady Generals. Gonato, free throw line jump shot. That is good for Gonato. Go, facing a 10-point deficit now. The Water Queens need some offense. Go gets trapped. 3-point shot by Cortizano, too strong. Rebound goes to the Generals. Batter for the loose ball. Again, another jump ball between both teams. Ball gets tapped. Go gets the basketball. Cortizano again. Dangerous pass. Finds Go. Go pulls up from 3. Too strong. Ball will stay with the Water Queens. Go again. Gets hounded. Falls to the floor. Tried to call a timeout, but the referees call a jump ball. Bacaro comes in for Kapilit. She played well in that first half. As both teams again set for another jump ball. Ball with Bacaro. Tries to pass the ball. Misses the mark. Referees are saying it will stay with Taguig. Bacaro thought about it. Ball gets tapped by Jolina Go. Nice defense by Go. Taguig tried to force the issue. Steal by Go, but she's called for the foul. Drive inside by Season to Gonato. Gonato hit that jumper earlier. Being hounded by Alba. Good defense by the Pacific Water Queens. Forces the shot clock violation. Again, the Water Queens still no points here in the third quarter. Go gets the ball stolen away by Bacaro. Positos inside. Nice move by Season. And that forces a timeout off of the Pacific Water Queens as they haven't scored this quarter, as we see this nice pass by Positos and a power move by Season. Takes the contact, gets the shot to go. We'll be back in a bit as the Taguig Lady Generals lead it by 12. Semifinals. The top 1 and 2 teams have a twice to beat advantage. The first versus the fourth, the second versus the third, and of course a best of 3 finals. That is our tournament format for the Pia Cayetano WNBL season 2021. As the Pacific Water Queens still trying to find a way to score here in the third quarter, almost halfway, and they still haven't put points on the board here in the third. Buendia has the basketball, drives left, forces the issue, no, rebound. Battle for the ball, will go to the Generals. Positos gets it. Bacaro tried to leak out, teammates didn't see her. Positos again. Finds Bacaro. Drive inside, Generals, no go, rebound. Will stay with them, but that goes out of bounds. Water Queens will get the ball back. And that goes out of bounds. Will stay with the Pacific Water Queens. Batter for the loose ball. Let's see. We have a foul called by the referee. Season gets called for that foul. Again, the Water Queens still hasn't scored here the third. Go being hounded. Automatic double team on her. Floats that up. Floats it in. Positos handing the basketball. Gets it inside to the big. Drive inside by Taguig. Almost an end one opportunity. Will go to the free throw line for 2 shots. As we see this move by Jolina Go. Taking the contact once again. Asking for a foul. Gets that floater to go in. That free throw misses. So very low scoring game so far. Makes a second, pushes the lead back up to 11. Full court defense by the Lady Generals. Cortizano has it. Cortizano finally brings the ball down. Buendia handling the basketball. Drives right, forces the issue. That's too strong. Rebound goes to Go. Go, asking for the screen. Drives left. Nice drop pass inside. Teammate couldn't complete that shot. Bacaro bringing the ball down. Almost loses it. Positos. Handling it. 3:30 remaining here in the third quarter. Gandalia hands it off to Bacaro. To Sison, shoots a three. Too strong. Rebound by the Water Queens. Buendia secures it. Buendia gets tangled up, and that is a traveling call. Inbound now by the Generals. Positos. Bacaro. Ball gets tapped away. Gandalia drives. Two-step. Gets blocked. Nice defense by the Water Queens. Gandalia gets it back. No time left on the shot clock. And that is a violation on the Taguig Lady Generals. Pacific Water Queens gets a stop as we see this beautiful block by the Water Queens. But they have to try and score as they've been stuck at 17. Just 2 points for them in this quarter. Adriano gets the basketball. She drives left. Passes inside. Ball gets stolen. Bacaro all alone. Fastest person on the floor. That layup is too strong for Bacaro. Now Go tries to answer back. Crossover by Go. Drives. Takes the contact. Draws the foul. Will go to the free throw line. Nice strong take by Go. Gets tangled up. Gets fouled on the reach in. Will go to the free throw line. Gonato coming in for Positos, as well as Capilit also coming into the floor for the Taguig Lady Generals. Go hits the second free throw, so 2 shots for Jolina Go goes in. 28-9, single-digit ball game again. Bacaro. Gonato. Gonato fakes. Open shot for Gonato. Fiona Gonato misses on that one. Loose ball goes to Bacaro. Bacaro couldn't get the putback to go in. But Cortizano secures the rebound as the Water Queens get the ball back. Taguig gets the ball back. Cortizano secures it. Cortizano, as Water Queens really having a tough time against this defense. Adriano couldn't find anybody to pass the ball to. Luckily, they still have possession. Balasta inside. Taller to Adriano. Adriano posting up, forcing the issue. Gets blocked by Gonato. Capilit against Balasta. Capilit spins. Nice find inside. Nice defense by Cortizano. Cortizano stops, pops, no. Matter for the loose ball will stay with the Pacific Water Queens. Balasta has it. As the Pacific Water Queens gets a loose ball foul called. The Pacific Water Queens turn the ball over. The Lady Generals have it once again with a 9-point lead. A minute remaining here in the third. Gonato, open shot. Banks it in. Gonato with 2 buckets here in the third quarter. Pushes the lead back up to double digits. Adriano with some space. Nice drop pass. Nice play by the Pacific Water Queens. Staller gets a shot to go in. Gonato gets the ball back. Gonato just loses it. Unforced error by the Lady General. So the Pacific Water Queens get a chance to cut into this lead. Floater. That doesn't go for Cortesano, but she will go to the free throw line. Cortesano finds some space, shoots that floater, bumps into Batnag. Positos coming in for Gonato. Cortesano makes a second free throw, cuts that lead down to 8. Positos bring the ball down. 20 seconds remaining here in the third. The Lady Generals with the basketball. Positos. Lady Generals passing the ball around. Capilit has it with 5 seconds left on the third. Capilit finds some space. No. And that is it for the third quarter as the Generals increase their 6-point lead to 8. As they lead it 30-22. As we see some highlights here from Fiona Gonato as she hit 2 jumpers in that third quarter. Look at this move by Janet Season. But Jolina Gos still carrying the offense for her team. But again, Taguig scoring from multiple fronts to push their lead up to 8, 30-22 at the end of the third quarter. Again, this is an announcement by our Executive VP, Rose Montreal, as the WNBL will strengthen its presence by providing more platforms for women ballers in the country by introducing our very own developmental league where college teams can participate during their break. So that is a good opportunity for our college players or amateur players, as we will have the WNBL D-League soon as we see our Commissioner, Edward Aquino, and Executive VP, Rose Montreal, on screen as they're enjoying the basketball games here. Especially here in the WNBL Pia Cayetano season 2021. First possession of the fourth quarter will go to the Pacific Water Queens, as that is a turnover immediately by the Pacific Water Queens, as Cortesano couldn't find anybody to pass the ball to, as they were super late in coming out of that timeout, or that out of the third quarter. As the Generals set to inbound from the sideline, Chan in the ball game. Trying to find an open man. Patnag gets it to Capilit, to the post. Pass inside, ball gets tapped away, will stay with the Pacific Water Queens. Kapilit with 4 seconds on the shot clock. It's double teamed. Jump shot, too strong. Rebound will go back to Taguig. Positos. To Gandalia. Gandalia being hounded, gets it to Chan. Inside, Positos. Couldn't get that one to go. That is a shot clock violation by the Taguig Lady Generals. The Pacific Water Queens gets the ball back. Balasta bringing the ball down for the Water Queens. Adriano. Inside, Towler. Posting up. Forcing the issue. Finds a way to score that basket. Generals up by 6, bringing the ball down. Short jumper is good by Chan. Sebastian driving inside. Back-to-back baskets for the Water Queens as they cut that lead back down to 6. The Generals holding on to the 6-point lead. Kapilit being guarded by Balasta. To Positos. Positos gets it to Gandalia. Thought about it, drives inside. Chan, short jumper. Back-to-back buckets by Chan. So scoring has picked up here in the 4th. Cortizano gets it to Balasta. Outlet to Sebastian. That is stolen by the Lady Generals. Kapilit to Chan. Chan holds it back to Positos. The Generals passing the ball around. Kapilit, short floater. That is good for Kapilit. Lead is back up to 10. So 3 straight baskets for Taguig. So Taguig has increased their field goal percentage here in the 4th. Thaler all alone. Pulls it back. Cortizano. Cortizano back to Thaler. Cortizano using the Thaler screen. Tries to drop it off. That is another turnover for the Pacific Water Queens. Chan with numbers. Kapilit again, another floater. This time it's short. Cortizano gets a rebound. Balasta. To Thaler. The Water Queens look tired as they're having a hard time just passing the ball around. Adriano trying to force the issue. That misses. Rebound. And there's a foul on Adriano. But good sportsmanship as she took Batnag down, but automatically helps Batnag up. So that is what I'd like to see. Good sportsmanship by both teams. Kapilit now with the basketball. Ball almost gets stolen away. Drive inside. Chan hit back-to-back jumpers earlier. Kicks it out to Kapilit. Gandalia all alone. Too strong. Batter for the loose ball will stay with Taguig. Kapilit being defended by Cortizano. Crossover. Nice passing by Taguig. Chan has it with 4 seconds. Chan floats it up. No go. Rebound by Go. Go being guarded by Gandalia. Bring the ball down now. Outlet to Buendia. Buendia with a layup. Draws the foul. Carabandia at the line now. Makes the first free throw. Misses the second one. Rebound goes to Taguig. 5:48 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Seven seconds on the shot clock. Taguig gets a break. A foul is called on Buendia. As Buendia tried to reach in, definitely a foul call. Chan, three, no go. Rebound goes to back to Taguig as the Pacific Water Queens couldn't handle it. Gandalia takes it out to Kapilit for three. Rebound goes to Go. Go to Alba. Cortizano with a layup. Beautiful fast break by the Pacific Water Queens to cut into this lead as they're now down just by 7 after that beautiful fast break. That's brought to you by Gatorade. Gatorade Fast Break Blast. Nothing beats Gatorade. Nice play by Cortizano, and that forces a timeout from the Taguig Lady Generals. We'll be back in a bit. Back to the ball game as we see Jolina Go trying to lead her team to a comeback here in this ball game. As she's doing a bit of everything in this game. She has 13 points and 6 rebounds for the Pacific Water Queens. Former Ateneo Lady Eagle playing very well, trying to lead her team without a Snow Peñaranda, so a short-handed Pacific Water Queens. But again, they're fighting very hard in this game as they're now down by just 7, halfway point of the fourth. Almost forces a turnover. They get that turnover. Buendia gets it. Go, drives inside. Nice drop pass to Alba. Gets ball back. Go with a floater. No. Rebound by Cortizano, and that is another battle for the loose ball, and that is a jump ball called by the referee. Three-point shot, in and out for Go. That was halfway in. Battle for the loose ball. Buendia just dives for it. And that is another jump ball. Jump ball between these teams. 4:38 remaining. Pacific Water Queens still not a lot of time left for them. Go tries for another three. That is short again. As Buendia just takes it away. Alba gets the ball back. Go couldn't handle it. Finds a way to get the basketball. Pulls it up. Almost gets that shot to go in. That ball will stay with the Pacific Water Queens. And that is a foul on Go. That was a hard foul as she rolled over her hand on that play. She's still holding on to that right wrist, but she will go to the free throw line for 2 shots. Go in and out. That rolls in. Hits every single part of the rim on that roll. Just rolls out. Go, misses both. Generals have the basketball again. They're in control with a 7-point lead with a little bit over 4 minutes remaining. Short rebound. Goes to the Pacific Water Queens. Go again. Loses the basketball. Alba has it now. To Buendia. Cara Buendia drives. Nice strong take. Just couldn't get that shot to go in. Rebound. And there's a loose ball foul called. This time it's against the Taguig Lady Generals. Buendia trying to draw that foul. Couldn't get the shot to go. And on that loose ball call, foul is called on the Lady Generals. Go again. Posting up. Finds Buendia. Go again, gets the basketball back. Now again, tries to force the issue. Gets fouled, will go back to the free throw line. So Go being a bit more aggressive, knowing that they don't have a lot of time left. 3:26 remaining. Go at the line. She missed two earlier. Again, in and out. 3 straight misses for Jolina Go. They need these points to stay in this game. Go makes the second one. So a 6-point ball game. Full court defense now by Pacific Water Queens. They're still in this game. But the Lady Generals just break that one. Bacaro gets it to Season. Back to Bacaro. Gundalia. Bacaro thought about it. Fake drives. And that is a hard foul by Buendia. Let's see what our referees call. Will it be a shooting call? Looks like 2 shots for Bacaro. Bacaro hits on the free throw. 37-30, 6-point ball game. Go gets double team immediately, but she gets fouled. Hit in the face by Bacaro. Go again against Bacaro. These guys have been going at it since earlier. Go forcing the issue, floats it in, and that is an air ball by Jolina Go. Taguig running down court. Season trying to waste some time as they're firmly in control with the 7-point lead. But Nag. Too strong on that pass. Loses it. That will go to the Pacific Water Queens. Alba to Cortizano. Cortizano against Kapilit. Picks the ball up. Let's see. Finds Buendia. Go breaks away, shoots that floater. Tries to draw that foul. No go. Battle for the loose ball will stay with the Pacific Water Queens. Buendia again. Now drives. Tries to draw that foul. Gets called for a travel. Buendia has been asking for a foul call, but definitely she creates a contact, so she travels on that one. Fortaleza handing the basketball. Gets it to Kapilit. Kapilit gets it to Season. Buendia almost gets that steal. Finds it open. Bacaro for three. Too strong. Rebound will go back. Fortaleza puts the basket in. And that seems to be a big shot for the Taguig Lady Generals as it pushes their lead up to 9 points, 39-30. As Bacaro had to shoot that shot with shot clock winding down. Fortaleza all alone there for the offensive putback. We'll be back in a bit. The Generals lead it 39-30. Back to the ball game as we see Carabidia and Jolina go on screen, trying to fight their way back in this ball game, but they're still down by 9 points. 141 remaining in the fourth quarter. They need points and they need it fast, as the Water Queens just can't find any consistency scoring in any possession so far. Buendia finds Go. Go open three. That doesn't go. Rebound goes to, let's see. We'll go back to the Pacific Water Queens. So that is a break for them. Cortizano. Trying to find somebody to pass the ball to. Finds Alba. Alba. Back to Cortizano. Thought about it. Drives. Nice fake by Cortizano. Just couldn't get the shot to go. Buendia gets it. Buendia inside to Cortizano. Reverse layup. Still no go, but finally foul is called. As Cortizano will go to the free throw line with 1:19 remaining in the fourth quarter. As that is a nice pass by Cara Buendia. Cortizano just couldn't complete that shot, but luckily she gets a foul call in her favor. As you have substitutions on the floor, but Nug set to come in for the Lady Generals. Cortizano at the line now. First free throw, too strong. Water Queens needed that one. Second free throw doesn't go. Cortizano gets the ball back again. Finds Buendia. Buendia forces the issue. Still no go. Finally, Taguig gets a basketball. Over a minute remaining here in the fourth. As they can't bring the ball down. That is an 8-second violation. So the Water Queens got to stop. Buendia has it. Nice spin, scoop shot, doesn't go, but a foul is called on Taguig. So Buendia this time will go to the free throw line. So the Water Queens have been getting to the free throw line, just not converting on their shots at the line. Buendia, first one. Again, the Water Queens miss. Buendia misses both free throws with 54 seconds remaining. Timeout is called by the Lady Generals as the Pacific Water Queens have missed 4 straight free throws, trying to cut to this lead. We'll be back in a bit. The score is 39-30. Back to the ball game. Pacific Water Queens now defending the Lady Generals as the Lady Generals with a comfortable 9-point lead with 53 seconds remaining. As Jolina Go is down as she got kneed in the hamstring as she is limping. Buendia secures the rebound. As we have an injury on the floor as Go was hit hard on that screen. Let's see what happens here. It's a knee to the side of the thigh. That was a strong one. You see the backlash on that one. She needs to be helped up after that hit. As Go will head to the sideline as that was a strong hit. As we don't want to see any injuries here in this ball game as Go is still down on the sideline with 38 seconds remaining. No, not a lot of time left for the Pacific Water Queens. Cortizano breaks away for an easy layup. Taguig now, bring the ball down. 29 seconds remaining. Another timeout is called by the Generals. As we see Cortizano, one of the easier shots for her in this ball game, breaks away for a layup. And that forces a timeout from the Generals. We'll be back in a bit. This is the Pia Cayetano WNBL season 2021. Back to the ball game as we see our officials along with our commissioner Edward Aquino. And earlier, star player of the Pacific Water Queens, Jolina Go, went down as she got hit in the thigh by a knee very hard. As you see her on the sidelines, still nursing that thigh injury. Probably will end up with a bruise on the thigh. So As a big break for Taguig, not having the best player of the Pacific Water Queens on the floor. Taguig can't handle the basketball, and that is a foul called by the referee. As a Cortizano, looks like she'll be called for that foul, or Balasta. Balasta gets called for that foul as she held on the hips of Batnag. Still no penalty situation yet. That was a foul to give. 23 seconds remaining. Cortizano fouls. Gandalia will head to the free throw line. Gandalia at the line now. 20.3 seconds remaining here in the ball game. Gandalia makes the first one. And she looks to seal this ball game. Gandalia gets both, calls a timeout. Balasta with a quick timeout call, and our score is 41-32 with 17.6 seconds remaining. Back to the ball game as the Lady Generals are in good position to get this win and move up above 500 for this season, as they're up by 9 with 17.6 seconds remaining here in the fourth quarter. The Water Queens want to inbound, trying to find somebody to pass the ball to. Cortizano has it. Cortizano kicks it out. Alba. Cortizano shoots a three. That is good for Cortizano. Referee say it was a two. Her foot was on the line. Another foul is called on the Pacific Water Queens to send the Generals to the line. Nice desperation shot by Cortizano. Manages to get it to go, and her foot was on the line, so that is just a two. Kapilit na at the line, trying to seal this ball game for the Lady Generals. Makes the first one, so Taguig making their free throws in this game. Kapilit, 2 for 2. As back to a 9-point ball game with 5 seconds remaining. Balasta bringing the ball down, and that looks to be it for this ball game, as the Taguig Lady Generals come away with a win, as the Pacific Water Queens drop another game to go down 1-6 for the season, while the Taguig Lady Generals go up to 3-2, game over 500. We'll be back to talk it over. This is once again the Pia Cayetano WNBL season 2021. final score for this game. The Lady Generals win it by 9, 43-34 against the Pacific Water Queens. And of course, we have our best player of the game, none other than Janet Season, who did a little bit of everything for her team to lead them to this 9-point victory against the Pacific Water Queens. And we see some highlights of her scoring down low. She had a 3 earlier in the game. And again, congratulations, Janet, for your win. You had 7 points, 8 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal in this ball game. So, what was the game plan? Ano yung game plan nyo coming off of yung previous game nyo pagdating sa game na to?
Yung game plan namin is umpisa yung depensa namin kasi doon kami mabagal eh. So, doon training namin, yun talaga yung pinractice namin. Pukpukan kami sa training, kung magsakta kami, masasaktan kami kasi yun yung kailangan namin. Kailangan namin matuto sa pagkakamali namin last game.
And alam naman natin na medyo low scoring yung game nyo today. Ano yung sinabi ni coach nung hindi kayo masyado nakaka-score kanina?
Actually, okay naman siya, kaso lang nagmamadali kasi kami siguro. Pero yung play namin, yung system namin nandun pa rin. Siguro yun yung papracticein pa namin sa training.
And yan po ang ating best player of the ballgame, Janet.
Ako si Janet Season, WNBL, ang tunay na liga na atletang Pilipina.
Ayun nga ang ating Double B Burger best player of the ballgame, Janet Season. Congratulations once again to the Taguig Lady Generals for winning this game against the Pacific Water Queens. They go up by 1 against they go up one game over 500 with this win. As we see some highlights here in this ball game, it was a back and forth affair in that first quarter as Jolina Go for the Pacific Water Queens trying to will her team to get close to the Gig Generals, but they ended at a 10-6, very low scoring game to start the game. And of course, in that second, the Gig started to make way, starting to build a lead. As we see Pacific Water Queens, they got some offense here and there, but the Lady Generals really just getting offense from everybody. Kapilit, Season, Positos, they were all scoring in that second quarter as we see a highlight layup from Jolina Go, who ended the game with an injury, but they ended that first half 21-15. But in that third quarter, this is where Gonato started to make some jump shots along with Chan for the Lady Generals. We see this highlight by Season taking a contact, getting the shot to go. But again, we see a highlight from Jolina Go. She ended up with as the leading scorer of the game for both teams. Actually, she was the highest pointer of the game, 30-22 at the end of the third. And in that fourth quarter, the Taguig Lady Generals just maintained their lead, even though we saw that hard shot, hook shot by Taller. But again, Chan hitting that short step jumper. Bacaro misses Fortaleza with a putback as the Taguig Lady Generals hold off the Pacific Water Queens 43-34. Again, up next, we have NBL action, the Mindoro Disciplinados against the Spartan Stan for our NBL season. We'll be back in a bit. My name is Andre Ko, and we'll see you guys next time.